Yeah, man, one. Yeah, those who've been seeing my video maybe remember the video of yesterday or the day before that even. But anyways, man, I was speaking about this Lucia who was found in Brazil and she looked African. But now I went back and I checked the some papers and this stuff on the internet. And it came up that she's no longer considered to be African. When she walked out of Africa, came into America, she became Amer-Indian. And what? In the same sense, they saying everybody walked out of Africa. But when Lucia came in America, she became an Amer-Indian. But she looks black. And they said she left no lineage behind. Nobody of today is her lineage. All those people there today are new lineages. So I'm like, okay, let's check it. I've filmed a bit of what else. This part is to show people that this is South America. This is where Columbus was, yeah? And I'm not from North America. North America is the United States. America that we know officially, according to court papers, is Caribbean South America. They live, Tariq Nasheed and his people live there, Umar Johnson in United States of the Americas. And they not even North America, real northern North America is Canada. Canada is on top of America, of North America so-called. But anyways, man, and you see, I live below the equator, just like Africa is below the equator. Below the equator is people with curly hair, with so-called black skin. That is what your science is saying, it's not what I'm saying. So, but I'm making all these things clear for maybe many continental so-called Africans think they are the same. No, at Caribbean Haiti is even another place on top there. Pirates of the Caribbean. Where I live is Brazil. There are 100 million black people. African used to be there. Now it's maybe 60 or 70 because they are mixing up like the Afar I was showing in the other videos. Many of them now look like Moroccan and Arab and those people. But anyways, man. So you see it here better, man. See there, North America. And on top of this North America, there is Canada. So North America is not even North America. Where you see here Suriname is written, not the red spot, but where is written on that height. When you go to the right, when you see the small spots here, that is Haiti and those places, Jamaica, that is Caribbean. That's why many people don't consider my people even to be Caribbean. And in South America, Suriname is not considered to be part of South America because we are Africans living there in the jungle. Phenotypically. Yeah, African is a phenotype, the way you look. That's why when the Caucasians came there, my people were in the jungle. They said we look like West Africans. And the story they told later is that my people ran into the jungle on arrival of the slave ships. That's the official story that they will give you of Maroons in Suriname there. Yeah, when we arrived, the first Maroons, who so-called Maroons who were in the jungle, ran away from the slave ships and went there, and the rest of them escaped from the plantation later, whatever. It's their business. But you can see Africa and Europe. Europe is North Africa there. See that? Just like North America and South America. You see Africa, South America. You see that? They are below the equator. And that's why I was saying even that according to your science, even the straight hair Native Americans comes from North America, not from South America. Here in South America, the Native Americans I know are mixed Africans with the straight hair Native American. Yeah, they are black Indians mixed people, like you see many of these Brazilians over there. But anyways, man. Skip to the next. So they say Lucia is no longer, when she arrived, she is no longer an African, but because I was thinking if that's the case, so the slaves who were brought then to America became Americans while on arrival. Because they said Lucia walked out of Africa 11,000 years ago or so, or whatever, and she went to America there. and she became Amer-Indian. She was not African. She was not continental Africa. But if she became Amer-Indian, did the so-called slaves who were taken from Africa, if it's a true story, and brought to South America, did they become American on arrival? That's the confusion I mean with all these stories. And they said she left no lineage behind. Coincidentally, she left no lineage behind, so nobody can really claim America, they mean. If I understand it well. You see what they saying? They said Lucia, the first so-called dark skin, curly hair people, a woman they found there, she left no lineage behind. No one of today is her family member. I will show a small part of that video today. Yeah, this is about Afro beats, that they had no registration and many problems, man. So yeah, oh yeah, I have a part about this where this Dinus was on my feed there, and I saw that the Otonfo was at Howard University or whatever speaking, and uh, and I went and listened a part, and when I tuned in, you know what happened? It became from the Otonfo, it became a FBA talk immediately. That's what I mean, even with these stations in England now. If you listen to this in the England podcast, so-called black Americans will phone in. Yeah, man, and speak on Africans, trying to get Jamaicans and Africans to have beef and all those things. These people are devils, man. Going around and yeah, when they hate Caribbeans. But man, yeah, man. They are doing nothing else than their ancestors were already doing. That's why I'm saying they are the 5 civilized tribes and the black hunters. Go look it up. Okay. The conversation went from the Asante Hene or Tomfo to an what did the Ashanti steal from the black Americans, man? Just like I was saying, you would be walking on the street and the so-called FBA will walk by and say, do you know that you got those legs from the FBA? And if you say, yeah, man, okay, since you said, yeah, do you know you got the word yeah from us? We build the pyramids. Umar Johnson is Marcus Garvey and Frederick Douglass and Shaka Zulu in one. Oh yeah, and they had a debate about this woman. Not she's just like a Nat Turner figure for those guys. But even Nat Turner, they said he was Ghanaian in the movie. How 12 years a slave or whatever movie it was. He was speaking Ghanaian Twi. That's what I'm saying. Many of these Ghanaian people and Nigerians are brought there, but there was already people over there. That's what I'm saying. Whether Africans were brought there or not, somebody can be there and be if you go into Suriname, there is people there speaking Ghanaian and Igbo mixed language there. What I'm saying, there was all people already there before Columbus came there, before the Caucasian, I mean. Africans were already going to America, South America, because America to me is where if Columbus discovered America, he was in Haiti, and Haiti is Caribbean. And Caribbean is another part there, and I'm in South America, just like I was showing you. And those guys of Tariq Nasheed, they are from a different continent. They are not on my continent. Umar Johnson and his people are not from my continent. They are just, to me, they are just like this continental African. We are 500 years apart. Real talk. We don't know each other. Until MTV, we did not even know that this black American existed. But that only thing we know was that black hunters were coming from Paramaribo into the jungle, attacking us. And then when these Negroes, because I know those from Paramaribo, they are still there. That's why it's called Paramaribo. Anyways, they are still there. And then if you see the behavior of those people and Tariq Nasheed people, it's exactly the same. That's why I can predict what they will say. After a while, I'm not African, no. I'm Negro and all these things. Because they do it in Suriname also. Even here in the Netherlands. When this Otomfo, if he was here in the Netherlands, city Negroes would go to this, plantation Negroes would go to this Otomfo and say, why did you sell our people into slavery? Things. And I would tell them, listen, there was a war, you got captured, and you got sold to the Arabs or the Caucasian. That is what happened. No. And now many of these people coming out from the north, many of these Muslims, slave traders, many of them are even proud of it, saying yes, those who didn't want to become Islam, they would sell them and all this kind of stuff they were doing. It's just like the Christianity. If you didn't want to become a Christian, you would go into slavery. It's just the same kind of stuff, man. I'm gonna listen to a part of what I mean about this. Uhuru, search for Uhuru partner in a minute here. Let's see this. What I got here. Yeah, some guy was taking his blessing from the Otomfo here. See, Netherlands residency cancelled. Refugees face uncertain future as Netherlands changes residency rules. That's what I was saying yesterday already in the video. Like, everybody is kicking all foreigners out. Even I saw a video of this guy from Muekasa, I think Sek Muekasa or is his name, I think. But anyways, man, he had a video. Senegal is now kicking people, other Africans out, just like South Africa. Yeah, now Senegal is doing same thing. But 91% of Senegal is even Muslim. You see that? That's why when many people say, yeah, I'm from the continent, I'm original, this culture they have there, many of the attributes are theirs, but it was not called Islam. It didn't have that name. That's what I mean. This Christianity that you call Christianity, those attributes were not called Christianity. That's what I mean when you see those symbols even in my video, because it was not called Christianity. This Caucasian went there, took this stuff and called it Christianity, just like they took the land of the so-called Native American and said, this is our land, we are the Amerikaner, we are the Afrikaner. It's the same thing. If you cannot know it, and yeah, let's leave it alone, because something that is real, we don't have to come and prove it to fools who will never understand it. Don't cast your pearls to the swines, man. Real talk. Let's move to the next one. Black women support Trump decision. These are the kind of things I mean. And Trump is closing down a so-called African American museum, and these same people are supporting them. And 100 years from now, they will say, and Trump was oppressing them. That's what I mean when I say they are black hunters. They were supporting many of these armies of the Caucasian. Even the army of that was on Haiti in 1804. It was an army of the French people. That's what I mean. Me, I'm from the jungle. My story, according to Caucasian, is my people ran into the jungle on arrival of the slave ships from Africa. That's what they say. That's why I still speak in African languages mixed with all those things and have culture and God still. That's what the Caucasian will tell you. That on arrival of the slave ships, many so-called Africans ran into the South American jungle. But we are there with almost 200 or 300,000 of us. Yeah. anyways, anyways, yeah, this women. I took this to show you what I was saying. If you want, you go to Ghana. If you don't want to go, you don't. See that? These women were these so-called black Americans. They are now in Ghana, enjoying themselves. Whatever, man. That's what I'm saying. Many people they just live in their life. They have no time for anyone to come and say, "I'm the king of Pan Africanism." Who you? Who you, nigga? Do the Kikuyu know you? That's the stupidity level of these things I mean, man. I am the king of Pan-Africanism. I am the prince of... To whom? So if these women wanted to go there to Ghana and live their life, because these are black Americans so-called, African Americans, they are now in Ghana doing this. They have to go and talk to the king of Pan-Africanism first. Move on, man. You are nothing over here. You're not representing my people. Go to your own continent if they want to accept you over there. Real talk. See, this woman was crying, saying, we'll never be the same. Is CARICOM being betrayed Jamaica, the US? Yeah, so I was seeing this, and here was written, Jamaica's military deal with the US. What was I saying? Buffalo soldiers dressed like Rasta. I was telling you they will copy many things of the so-called Africans in America jungle there. Many of them they would put on this dress just like the Rasta man in the jungle to approach you, to be able to come closer, copy your clothing. So when you would see one of these enslavers, you would think it is one of your own people. You see, they've been doing these things for a long time. You see here, and they just these Jamaicans are there, and they are making deals with Trump. Yeah, yeah. Here they say Trump should go. Trump, he will kill us all. Sex final. Trump warning. Blah blah. Ah, man, see, and the Ghanaians and Nigerians didn't expect South Africans to roast them like this. So they still are bickering on internet about sometimes about jollof rice and all those things. They are just like the black Americans, man. Other people are building rockets, nuclear weapon, and internet stuff and all kind of machines. These people are busy fighting over who is more good looking and who is making the best food. Yeah. See here, ancient ancestral South Indian. You see here, but this one they have straight hair almost because the under Andaman Island one they have regular African hair. This one is already mixed. Alright. If you go there, that's why they always try to wipe out the one with the African hair. You have black ones like this with real Africans hair that are also on the Andaman Islands. Because I see many of these colonized Africans will come over thinking they know anything about us over here. You just got colonized 50 years ago, you became free. Behave yourself in such a way. Yeah, don't try to come out here like you know history more than other people here. You will not end up any other way than this black Bob broken American there. Yes, that's your future also, man. That's a real talk. Alright, don't kid yourself. So these people are from in. That's why they bleach a lot in India also. Alright, real talk. Here I started sugarcane slave ships across. Oh yeah, it's about the sugar plantation. See, it started with sugar. 10 millions of slaves were shipped across the Atlantic. This is the story. And you see that people were taken. So what? Does it mean if you take these 10 millions of people today that there is no one there? That's what we saying. Real talk, man. If you don't got the thinking skill or comprehension ability, move on. Inside America's fastest growing whites only community. Oh yeah, whites only Tariq Nasheed. When are you gonna make videos about this? Local newspapers spark outrage in Turkey after social media post claims Erdogan is dead. Well, yeah, they are now trying. They are saying maybe Israel and Turkey are gonna fight next. Yeah, they look the same? Just saying when people out here, all the other people are together where? Ukraine and Russia fighting, don't they look the same? China, Taiwan fighting, don't they look the same? India, Pakistan, don't they look the same? Hutus and Tutsis, don't they look the same? Bloods and the Crips, don't they look the same, nigga? The Haitians and the Dominican, don't they look the same or used to look the same? Those people are united, maybe in your brain. What I see is everybody out here being the devil. They are all Donald Trump. Here, Trump sent Saudi Arabia nuclear deal to Congress. So Saudi Arabia might get the nuclear deal. Oh well. See, this is what the near human species really look like. So now they saying this is what the missing link used to be. Whatever. Chilling CCTV shows student killer fleeing scene after fatal stabbing there. Yeah, what the, well, yeah, that is. See, this is the Asiatic African. See, the Papua. And you have other ones that even look like normal Africans over there also. Not this one don't look like normal Africa. You see that he's phenotypically a little different, but he's got the same hair there. This is what I mean when I was saying about Lucia. You see, it could have been one of these kind of people there. But they say Lucia left no one behind, no bloodline. She was a single person. See? You see it? The difference? This is the Asiatic African, and this is the so-called Black American of today who is mixed 30% Caucasian. They say, and this is Lucia. You see that? And they say this Lucia left nobody behind, no lineage behind. Yeah? So yeah, man, whatever. See here the difference between Lucia and but now they say when she walked out of Africa, she became Amer-Indian. How? Because if that would mean that if I moved to America or Italy today, I would become Italian. That's what I mean. Oh yeah, there was million years, 11,000 years of progress. Yeah, whatever, man. That's why it's best to know your own history. Well, so this is what I used to say. Check the nose, how big the nose is. This is Negroid feature. Yeah, I look like a West African there, the middle one. You see that? And then if you take a real Afro-African hair and you place it on this woman, it's just an African. And they said she walked out of Africa, and when she came into America, South America, she looked like this in Brazil. Okay, if they say so, man. Nigerian woman says we are the same. Yeah, you are not the same. Move on. But I just real talk, man. Are black Americans really from Africa? I don't know. Come with the proof that this Native American is you. Alright? Come with the proof. And these people, they will go and copy the clothing and everything of this native so-called American and claim it to be theirs, just like we are maroons too. No, it doesn't work like that. We have real culture from ancient days, beginning of days. You know nothing, you and your colonizer. These dumbo think Asian people will come out and explain things to them and the colonizer. Are you stupid? Go there and copy these people, man, because what you're doing is stealing the attire of the so-called straight hair Mongoloid American there. That's what you're doing. So you see here, Donald Trump wants to close down the African Museum. But I've just told you that black women were supporting Donald Trump, and this is the thing I'm saying. Tariq Nasheed is supporting all this, and then come out 100 years later, they oppressed us, man. Now you are in the army. You are the Black Hunter 5 civilized tribes. I am Maro from the jungle. Never on the plantation. If you go to the Caucasian there, they will tell you, my people went into the jungle on arrival from Africa. That's what they saying. Nigga, I'm saying I was in the jungle when this Caucasian came there. If the native straight hair American came 10,000 years ago, is their history, is this their business. Let them talk about that. I speak on what I know about my people, real talk. Am I black or am I white? Racial confusion. Oh, this is a mixed child, man. She is mixed, she is mulatto, that's it. What is to be confused about? It's only confusion to those who are busy with racial things. And I make these videos because people are out here stealing people's history. I'm maroon too, man. No, you're not. Yeah, you're from a totally different continent called the United States of the Americas. You are not even America. Haiti is America. If Columbus discovered America, he was in Haiti. Yeah, this is why is America so racist? Is so why is Black America so racist? Because they come from the plantation, nigga. They learned that from the Caucasian, from the colonizer. Just like, don't you see these South Africans doing the same thing like the colonizer, their ancestors? Don't you see coolies doing same thing from India because they were colonized by who? The same people here, the colonizer, England. Chinese were colonized in the Opium War. All of you out there are slaves of the Caucasian. Even the Caucasian was enslaving his own people. That's why you have here this place, Yugoslavia there. Go ask them there. And the Arabs, these black Arabs used to come here. That's why you have this Zwarte Piet thing. They used to come here and take, and many of these Caucasian women, they saying, we don't know if it's true. This coolie is mad at the West. They are kicking them out of America. See, Maxwell South Africa concert cancelled. Maxwell South Africa, man, them do what they doing. Nigerians said this is our country too, but that's what I mean. All the Caucasian in America are immigrants, but if you are African from the continent and you come there, you are still African. You cannot become American. But if a Caucasian comes from Europe today to America, today he is American. Your world is not my world, nigga. Live your sickness over there. Smart black people have it bad, yeah, because of many stupid so-called black people and Africans, man. Asian thinks the black woman is ugly. Eh, let's leave it at that. If something ugly is saying that you're ugly, you should tell them look in the mirror before you speak about other people. This guy should look in the mirror if he's able to open his eyes. That is. Yeah, and this is the kind of thing that Tariq Nasheed is doing to ridicule continental Africans. And still this continental African is going, you are still my brother, oh. This Haitian, yeah man, we still brothers, man. Maybe you, yeah, go there with your Pan-Africanism. You attack me, you go into your fucking place where you need to be. Real talk. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So you see that? I'm from South America. I'm not from Umar Johnson, America. That is a stolen one. Yeah, Columbus was here. Where you see Venezuela there. That's where I'm from. Real talk, Brazil. So let's check a few videos and then I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh yeah, this is what I recorded about this Lucia. You see, this is Lucia. And check Lucia. She looks like an African. That's what I was saying. But now they are saying she's Amer-Indian. Well, this Amer-Indian look like an African. That's what I'm saying about the Papua. When you say, hey, the Papua is an African. No, he is a Papua. But he looks like an African. No, he is a Papua. He is an Asiatic African, if you would call him African. Huh? Yeah. That's why I say, yeah, man. Let everybody fight their own fight. That's what I'm saying. Real talk. See? The new face of Lucia. See here, where is written here? And now even on this one is written 15,000 years and 17,000 years ago. So everybody is making up their own version. First they said it was, so first they said when Columbus came there, nobody was there. Then there was a few Indians and black Indians who look like coolies. You see that? It's written there. That and she left no and people behind. They disappeared. You see that? They said all her people of Lucia disappeared. Nobody know where they went. Just like with the Taino and all those people. Now they came and introduced a new tribe saying, the Taino didn't die out. Look them here. After 500 years, we now found the Taino. Of whom you told us on school in South America that all the Native Americans were wiped out. That's why there were no Native Americans in Suriname. There is only 10,000 Native Americans in Suriname also today. My people are there with almost 300,000 in the jungle. The Native Americans are there with maybe 10,000. That's the reality of things. And they will tell you no. And Lucia, who looks black here, is not black. She's Amer-Indian, but she comes from Africa. Huh? So she walked out of Africa across the Bering Strait into America, South America, and North America 17,000 years ago. This one is saying the fourth was 10,000 years ago. The other one is saying 11,000, whatever. But then on arrival, she became Amerindian. She was no longer African. So everybody who comes out of Africa becomes something else except for the so-called black African. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody who so-called came out of Africa with the out of Africa theory, after they so-called, if it's true, stepped out of the boundaries of the mainland Africa, continent Africa, they become another race, European, Amerindian, Chinese, Japanese, except for the one with the curly hair, with the kinky hair, the black so-called black African of the continent today. Even if he leaves the continent Africa, he is still African. You understand what I'm saying? Even my people in Suriname, we lived there more than 500 years, at least that this Caucasian is saying. They came there, whatever. But they still call my people West Africans. Do you understand what I'm saying? But if a Caucasian goes to Suriname today and goes to the mayor or whatever, to the government, they become Surinamese immediately. There's a big difference in your world. Real talk. So you see there that they disappeared, they said. She left no one behind. You see that? She disappeared, all her lineage disappeared. If you want to believe it. See that? Indian, South American. See that? So man, so they say Lucia is no longer African. It was a mistake that she got the label African. See, but look what she looks like any other African. See that? So the Indian looks African but is not African, just like the Papua looks African but is not an African. See that? That's what I was saying with the Columbus story. That these people were already there, but now they saying here, because I was looking for where these people are now, according to this Caucasian, and they said they die out, they disappeared, all of them. The African-looking so-called Native American here, this so-called first Amerindian of 11,000 years ago, does not exist any longer. So this first Native American does not exist any longer. Then who is the new Mongoloid? Who is claiming to come there 10,000 years ago? You see that? So that would be a new people, the Mongoloid of today. Because many of them were brought there by the Caucasian in South America. Or they came from Canada area there or whatever. But this so-called African one disappeared and left no one behind with the lineage. They making sure that no one will come out here and claim to be descendants of Lucia. That's why they wrote there, she left no one behind. Yeah. Let me do a small bit and then leave it at that, man. See, because I was saying, I was looking for the part where, like, okay, let's see that this first Native American is black, is an African. And then they said, no, people thought she was African, but now they realize she was an Amerindian. But she looked African just like I showed you just now. See? Who is older? I was asking here, Caucasian or Native American and all those things. See, it's all phenotypes, man. You see that? Both Native Americans and it's written really small over here. But you can see it there. You can stop the video and read it if you wanna read it. I was just looking for and who the oldest species and the oldest human was with this Lucia thing. But Lucia is from 11,000 years ago, they say. The Australian Aboriginal is from 1550 to 70,000 years ago. And the continental African is the oldest, they say 300,000 years ago. So whatever, man. So I was saying, if the Caucasian came to the planet 11,000 years ago, that's what I was trying to find out. Who is older, the Caucasian or the native so-called Americans? But now they say They both have Euro Asian blood and all these things. And the black Lucia and Amer Indian, the African looking Amer Indian, disappeared. So the African American, really, the first one disappeared. Do you see that? The Australian Aboriginal 50 to 75,000 years old. See, continental Africans, the root lineage, the lineage of the continental African is 300,000 years. Man. See that? See Brazil. See 11,000 years old. But Lucia, see, they called it is an in. See Lucia of Brazil, an individual Paleo Indian fossil. You see, Indian, but does she look Indian? She looks like an African. What I was saying, they was calling my people inlanders because my people look like African, but we live inland, in the jungle. An inlander is somebody from the jungle. Later they came with the name maroon because we were marooned. Marooned also means somebody who is stuck somewhere, stranded. If you are stranded, it's called marooned, with ed at the end. Even that many of these fools don't know. But anyway, it's also a color of the castagna brown, whatever. What you see it here, Lucia looks African, but she's called Indian. You see what I was saying? And I'm not saying this for these broken Americans to come here. My people are Africans. What I'm saying is Africans were there before Columbus came there. That's what I'm saying. And you can, that's what I'm showing you in this video with Lucia. Yeah. That Lucia looks African. Look at here. Where did I? Oh, I have it there. Yeah, here. You see that? Lucia looks African. She is the first Native American, so-called Indian, Paleo Indian. From when they said, and you see, that's what the game these so-called new Native Americans play. They will say, I came here 10,000 years ago, 11,000 years ago. But the Indian of 11,000 years ago is an African. You see what I'm saying? The Indian of 11,000 years ago, Lucia, is an African. And they will tell you she came out of Africa 11,000 years ago, but she is Amer Indian, just like with the Papua, what I was saying. They will say there is no Africans in Asia. And then you will see the Papua and say, this is an African. No, it's a Papua. No, it's an African. No, it's a Papua. It's an Asiatic African. It's a different kind of African. And you are the one who is gonna decide that. But anyways, man, I'm gonna leave it at that. You see here, she looks like an African, but she is being called Indian. That's what I'm seeing. This is what I was saying with your Columbus story. That before Columbus came there, this African was already there. But they will tell you that these Africans who are there are Indians. There was no African there. That's what I'm saying. That's the game that you don't understand the semantics of the Caucasian here. They will tell you there is no African in Asia. And then you will see the picture with the Papua and say, huh? These Andaman Island people and these Papua are Africans. No, they are not African. This is Andaman Island people and this is the Papua. No, but the Papua looks like an African. No, it's an Asiatic African. It's a different kind of African. The same story with South America. What do you see there? African, but you're not allowed to say it. That's why my channels are being attacked. And these stupid Africans from the continent think they're gonna tag along with all those things. Like you fighting me. No, nigga. That's the real talk. When you come out here thinking you know people history. The first people of South America is an African called Lucia. They say now, yeah, there was only one of Lucia, and she left nobody behind. All her family members, if she had any lineage, died out and disappeared. They didn't even say died out. They disappeared just like the Taino. 30 years ago, it was the same story with Taino. Taino disappeared. No, the Taino, no, they did not disappear. Now this group is the Taino. It's just like they say this group is the Native American. You see what I was saying? That the Native Americans I know are black because you can see it in their hair that they are mixed with African. This is the African even. You can see that they are mixed. The Sambo, they live even next to me, Galibi. If you come to where I live in Suriname, you will see Sambo people there with curly hair, like Kuli from India, jungle there. They are black, dark black. They are mixed with Africans. And you see here, Lucia, what is Lucia African? But you have to say Paleo Indian. That is what I was saying when the colonizer came there, telling people there was no African there. They was naming my people inlanders, Bushman. Just like the South African Bushman, they will tell you nobody was there. Was only the Bushman. When you see the Bushman, you say, oh, the Bushman has peppercorn hair just like all other Africans, man. No, it's not an African, it's the Bushman. Go ask them. They will tell you the Bushman is not the real, is the first African and different than the other Africans. That is the game I mean they play out there. Yeah, nobody is gonna tell my history. Real talk. I know my ancestry from my grandfather from beginning of time. You don't have that. My ethnicity is Okano, not made up. FBA, no, from beginning of time. Real talk. Anything in my video is from my people. If anybody goes and steal a symbol and place it there, your hands look like mine. Are you know me? Your legs look like mine. Are you know me? When you start walking, do I move? No. When you eat, do my stomach get full? No. Real talk. When you go to the city, where do you go to? You go back to your own home. You have two hands like Messi. You have two hands like Michael Jordan. Can you play basketball like Michael Jordan? No. You have two legs just like Messi. Can you play soccer like Messi? No. But you can walk like Messi, right? But you cannot play soccer like Messi. You cannot play basketball like Michael Jordan. Because they are not you. You are you. Your thinking is not my thinking. Real talk, man. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that. You can see it. The first so-called Paleo Indian is an African. But you're not allowed to say it. These are the things I'm saying. Real talk, lads. Yeah. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to play the. I was gonna stop it almost. I forgot about this. This I'm gonna listen to the part I was saying about the guy from this Dinus guy, man. Let's hear it in a minute. Let's hear it.
The name of a ceremony or something. So it's just.
I asked the question, so figure it out. Figure it out. I asked the question, figure it out.
This is about the Autumn 4.
Yeah, people. Go ahead, Chris.
You will see. I'm listening. I'm having you listen to this part so you can hear that it will go from the program is about the Autumn 4 and Asante Hene and this Black American. Every program you hear now, a Black American will call in and then make the whole program about Black Americans and delineating. Every day they are delineating. I don't know if they know what the words mean, man. They don't know what the words mean. It's just like using the word tether in wrong context. But anyway, let's hear it. You will hear how quick it will switch from Asantehene, Ghanaian, African to Negro talk. We are not the same and all these things, blah, 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 whatever. Let's hear it, man. Real talk, man.
Oh, damn, I was muted. Yeah, man. What I just want to know exactly what is the what's it called, the Santa Hene?
Yep.
What is that exactly?
I'll explain.
That means he's the king of the Shanti. The
Yeah,
Shanti
I'll explain
Empire.
quickly. We use the word chief a lot nowadays. You have to remember that before the white
Oh,
man
so I
came,
thought that was like the name of a ceremony or something. So it just means he the king.
the hene means king. We use the word hene to represent those people you see as the small chiefs, big chiefs. There was no chief. It was just hene. When the British took over, because they had a king and a queen, They didn't want anybody under them to be known as king. So they reduced the king, the Hene, only to the top 4 kings in Ghana, and then reduced the others to chieftaincy, which we accepted for a while back. We, the normal, the regular Ghanaian Africans now, we begin to take on that chieftain thing. No, it's a Hene. The Asante king. That's what it is. The Hene means king.
But what is he doing over here, though?
He was invited by Howard University to make an address.
Yeah. So, Howard full of all them little boule coons and...
Well, we could say the boule coons, but it's our leaders and so on. Our Masons, and that's how it seems to be the people at the top, how they run it. It works for us. We're able to communicate the main things that we have leadership.
But you see, immediately they are having a normal conversation, and this guy comes in. Yeah, these are the boule coons, and so they're creating a sphere in which you can come into fighting sphere. The FBI is doing it always. It's like it's part of their DNA, man. To look for trouble and then scream, "Yeah, I'm gonna call ICE." And yeah, man, yeah, man. And you will hear how quick this guy will go from a normal conversation, a guy explaining that the Asante Hene is there, the Tomfo is in America doing around, and it has to become about FBA.
In the black world, and we've got it, both modern and traditional.
Yeah, man. It's just, I don't know. Yeah. So, Howard full of all them little boule coons and...
Well, we could say the boule coons, but it's our leaders and so on. Our Masons, and that's how it seems to be the people at the top, how they run it. It works for us. We're able to communicate the main things that we have leadership in the black world, and we've got it, both modern and traditional.
Yeah, man. It's just, I don't know. They don't like they supposed to be over here, man. They don't like they supposed to be over here. I'm like, there ain't no point in being over here. He ain't got no power in Ghana. You can't...
You see what I'm saying, man? It's about this. This is what the part I don't understand about these so-called Black Americans. They instigate, anywhere they go, they instigate trouble immediately. Make everything about them. It's a slave mentality, plantation mentality, man. It's the exact same thing I was saying about this Umar Johnson. Everybody was just making videos on internet about an phenotypically African. This Umar Johnson comes, I am the prince of all this. I am the king of that. And yeah, if you don't, the African Union had a meeting about Pan-Africanism or whatever, and this Umar Johnson like 5 years ago made a video. Yeah, they did not invite me. Like what? Back then I was thinking, what's wrong with this Negro? The African Union is talking about Pan-Africanism, and they have to invite a bum from America begging for money, a prince who is begging for money. Yeah, be real with it, man. Let's hear it.
Over here, especially.
He's got power in Ghana. You must be joking. He's probably he's more influential than the president. Trust me.
Yeah, he has like cultural and influential power. You know what I mean? It's almost like Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like that.
It's not like he's like even bigger, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like
he is. He's just like the King of England.
He don't got that type of power, man.
Yeah. Who told you that? He's running empire. Brother, go and read up on the Ashanti.
Man, I done heard plenty about the Ashanti, but like what Bud said, man, the only Ashanti that's not over here, she fine.
Okay, but he has a lot of power.
It's like I hear you keep saying, like he the representation of black, but he ain't got nothing to do with black people. He's representing Ghana. He's representing Africa. He's not representing no black people.
So Africans are not black. That is why I cut out this section so you can hear it again. When I make videos, I'm not black. Negroes will attack that video with their colonizers. Just like the ones who Kanye West had to apologize to. Because it's their children. Real talk, man. Don't kid yourself.
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
You do know Harriet
about the statue, but like what Bud said, man, the only statue that's not over here, she fine.
Okay, but he has a lot of power.
So it's like I hear you keep saying like he the representation of black, but he ain't got nothing to do with black people. He's
What do you mean?
representing.
He's an
He's
African
representing
black
Ghana.
king.
He's representing Africa. He's not representing no black people. They ain't got nothing to do with us.
You do know Harriet Tubman is from the kingdom that he rules, right?
That was a lie.
That's facts.
Go look at the DNA.
Man,
That's
how
facts.
would an African know how to get around on foot like man? Come on, man. Y'all believe anything you
Like
folks
her
say?
grandmother. Hold on. Her grandmother was brought here as a slave.
Man, there is no proof on none of that, man.
No, I can give you her name too. Hold on, let me go find.
Hold on, Chris. Are you saying Harriet Tubman is an Indian?
Man, she is definitely. Who else would know how to navigate around America?
But you see the thing with Lucia, I just showed you. That's why I'm saying these Negroes are bringing confusion. When I show these things, it has nothing to do with your people there in in United States. This thing of Lucia is in Brazil. If they took Africans to the North America, they're United States. So what? Are they not black? Oh no, you're supposed to be black. You need to come and tell this Caucasian in the Netherlands that you came with the word Blakkamang in Suriname. You gave it to them because the people in Paramaribo are called Blakkamang. Maybe you didn't know. And you have Black Piet, Zwarte Piet, also here. You need to go and tell them that 1,000 years ago you gave them the name. They didn't know that. People from 250 years ago from a plantation would come out and say they created all these things, but you could not get away from the plantation. But going out stealing identity, I'm maroon to speak my language. I speak indigenous language. I eat indigenous food. We make boats, real one, just like Africans make boats. We make houses, real one. It's not, I was with my grandfather. Even the people are doing it as I speak there in the jungle, in Brazil jungle. Do you know how many Dominicans are even there now in the jungle? They're working gold. Many women even go there because they get paid in gold when they go do business there.
I'm asking the question. Are you saying Harriet Tubman was an Indian?
She was indigenous.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, we dealing.
I don't know why y'all really think everybody. How would some Africans be able to take over swamps and like?
Hold on. 1 second.
It's a phenotype. Yeah. She looks African, whether she was from Lucia time or before Columbus there. The Caucasian is saying this is what I mean. The Caucasian just say they are African. That's it. They phenotypically. They work with what you look like. Yeah, so-called black people, Africans, the Caucasian don't consider them to own any land if the Caucasian is not living in your country. Your country is not considered a country according to their system and their law. Go look it up. If a Caucasian is not living in your country is not considered to be a country. You stupid one. Yeah, and Africans and so-called Negroes cannot own land according to Caucasian law. Don't you see they say they are the Afrikaner? Who are the Amerikaner? European? Where's the Australian? European? You stupid one. These people, you are really slow with it. Yeah, you are really
Sisters,
slow.
are you there, Miss Sister?
Hold on. Her grandmother was brought here as a slave.
Let's hear a
Man, there is no proof on none of that, man.
No, I can give you her name too. Hold on, let me go find.
Hold on, Chris. Are you saying Harriet Tubman is an Indian?
Man, she is definitely. Who else would know how to navigate around America?
I'm asking the question. Are you saying Harriet Tubman was an Indian?
She was indigenous.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, we dealing.
I don't know why y'all really think everybody. How would some Africans be able to take over swamps and like?
Hold on. 1 second. Miss Sisters, are you there, Miss Sisters? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you being an educator? If one of your students would have told you that Harriet Tubman was indigenous to America, what would you say?
I've never heard or read about that, but I can't say it's not true. I've just never come across that in my life.
School is where you get indoctrinated with all the lies.
So here, it says that Harriet Tubman's maternal grandmother.
Did top man look like this woman here? No, this woman is clearly 20 or 30% Caucasian, or she bleach her skin and did curly S curl in her hair. One of those two things. She bleached her skin and did S curl, like the pimpin curly stuff, or she's 20 to 30% Caucasian mix. A quattrone, let's say quattrone. One of our parents could be mixed and one is pure blood. Then you get this kind of children. And you see here, she could almost look like Lucia with this hair on her and Lucia's head. You see that? And this is the claim these black Americans want to come out and now and make, we are maroons too. Because I've been making videos here on the internet for 20 years, since 2006. Yeah. Since December 2006 or so. You know what I'm saying? So when many of these Tariq Nasheed, that's why he came with the Maroon movie. So American Maroon. No, America is South America. That's why I call the channel back. Like Umar Johnson is come American Africa. No, man, you are African American. America is South America. You are from a different continent. Keep it real with it. Don't try to steal everybody's shine and identity. Be a real man and be yourself. When will you get the chance to be Umar Johnson? Or is that not your real name? Because you're also got the name Abdullah. Just say, are you one of the slave sellers? Oh, you're from Dafa, the freedman. Oh, Black Hunter Army, 5 civilized tribes. No, I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh, well, let's listen the part he was speaking and then leave this in on the screen. Man.
His name Modesty, right? And she arrived in Maryland too. Hold on, let me go find
out. Hold on, Chris. Are you saying Harriet Tubman is an Indian?
Man, she is definitely. Who else would know how to navigate around?
I'm asking the question. Are you saying Harriet Tubman was an Indian?
She was indigenous.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, we
I
didn't.
don't know why y'all really think everybody. How would some Africans be able to take over swamps and like?
Hold on. 1 second. Miss Sisters, are you there? Miss Sisters, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you being an educator? If one of your students would have told you that Harriet Tubman.
That's why they trying to connect Jamaicans now. Yeah, let these Caribbeans help us. We are not fighting no Africans here. I'm phenotypically African just like all other African tribes. We have 6 tribes over there, just like you have Wolof, Kikuyu on the mainland there. We have them in Brazil, jungle Amazon. There is Samaka and Njuka and Matawai, Pamaka, Aluku, and Quinty, and the Native Americans, so-called, this new one, because they say these new Native Americans are not related to Lucia. She was the first one. But anyways, man, they have when the Arawaks there and the Waraos and all those, they have 3 or 4 tribes there also. But anyways, let's hear it, man. They have similar culture. They have similar culture, just like these guys on the continent there, Africa there. Yeah, similar. But anyways, let's hear it.
Was indigenous to America. What would you say?
I've never heard or read about that, but I can't say it's not true.
Was an Indian.
She was indigenous.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, we didn't.
I don't know why y'all think y'all really anything.
Like her grandmother. Hold on. Her grandmother was brought here as a slave.
Man, there is no proof on none of that, man.
No, I can give you her name too. Hold on, let me go find
out. Hold on, Chris. Are you saying Harriet Tubman is an Indian?
Man, she is definitely. Who else would know how to navigate around?
I'm asking the question. Are you saying Harriet Tubman was an Indian?
She was indigenous.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, we didn't.
I don't know why y'all really think everybody. How would some Africans be able to take over swamps and like?
Hold on. 1 second. Miss Sisters, are you there? Miss Sisters, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you being an educator? If one of your students would have told you that Harriet Tubman was indigenous to America, what would you say?
I've never heard or read about that, but I can't say it's not true. I've just never come across that in my
school is where you get indoctrinated with all the lies.
So here, yeah, it says that.
You see that? That is so-called teacher, she said to be, according to Dinas, if I understand him correctly. She is a so-called teacher, or she is old enough to be a teacher to those other people there. And she's saying, I don't know. She could be indigenous. Is she related to... That's why I'm showing you this, Lucia. Are these people related to Lucia? That's what I mean. Otherwise, because these other ones are the straight hair Mongoloid from Siberia, you are not them. These things you are now using with these feathers is their culture. Because I live where they live. It's their real culture from beginning of time. It's not made up like yours. Just like mine is real. Understand those things. We are not here like in Sanetter Studios fuckery. Childish and let's make money, man. No, boy. Our culture is not for sale. You don't understand those things. Yeah, real talk.
Harriet Tubman's
Who else would know how to navigate around America?
I'm asking the question. Are you saying Harriet Tubman was an Indian?
She was indigenous.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, we dealing
I don't
with
know
that.
why y'all really think everybody. How would some Africans be able to take over swamps and like?
One second. Miss Sisters, are you there? Miss Sisters, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, you being an educator, if one of your students would have told you that Harriet Tubman was indigenous to America, what would you say?
I've never heard or read about that, but I can't say it's not true. I've just never come across that in my
School is where you get indoctrinated with all the lies.
So here, it says that Harriet Tubman's maternal grandmother was named Modesty, right? And she arrived in Maryland from a slave ship in the 18th century.
Of course,
and
they
Harriet
said that.
literally has a quote talking that she calls herself Ashanti, literally.
Man, come on.
No, like you can look this up. If you think I'm bluffing, look it up.
I ain't
Look it
gonna
up.
look up no lies, man.
Bro, you see, because you know I'm right.
You was not right.
Listen.
I think when my people had to sign the treaty in 1760, they brought someone from mainland Ghana, Africa, to Jamaica, and then the Jamaicans signed their treaty. And because that guy was speaking African language, so we could understand in the Brazil jungle. Because my grandmother and grandfather used to speak real African language from the continent. It's not a joke. Luangu and those things. Yeah, this tree with all this kind of words, aquaba, and those things. Those people speak those language there. So we brought one guy from Ghana there to Jamaica, and the Jamaicans signed a treaty with the English, and then they came to Suriname and they talked to my people to sign the treaty. And after that, these Dutch people came there. Oh no, they came there in 1685 already, because the Portuguese came there, Spaniards, English, and then the Dutch were the last. And even French, because the French are also there now. But anyways, man, I'm gonna leave. Let's leave the last part and then let's read that.
I believe it, but I know that's not right.
Listen to me, brother.
Why are they attaching themselves to our historical icons?
That's what I'm saying. That sounds ridiculous, man.
Because your historical icon looks exactly like an Ashanti woman selling porridge in a bloody Kumasi market. That's why.
This is what I mean. These Black Americans are stupid. Many people, when they hear Tarigna shit, they no longer listen to hip hop. Because it's stupid. You are commercially killing your own people, because your culture is for sale. It's commercial culture. That's why we say it's not a culture. It's made up. My culture is from beginning of time. It's not for sale. That's the difference. See? My culture is real cultivation. Everybody in my house and where I live in the jungle practice exactly the same things like I do. At certain age they have to do this. When they this age they have to do that. When they that age they have to go and build a boat. When this age he must build that house there. Yeah, he must build his own plantation by 21. Because my people used to always have their own plantation, not of the colonizer, where we plant things just like they have in Africa. Everything you see in Africa village there, we have it there in Brazil, with 6 tribes of us. speaking mixed languages, mixed African with English, Dutch, Portuguese, and all kind of language mix. If you go there, that's why when I was there, even let's leave that, man. Let's listen to this last part and then leave it at that.
What about Phyllis Wheatley? Tell me about Phyllis Wheatley.
Who the hell is he? We're talking about the Ashanti Henny.
Phyllis.
Oh yeah, this is the Asante Hene. I dropped the sound a bit. So this is the Asante Hene. It was supposed to be about him. And the black American came there. Started all this foolery. Yeah. Yeah. Let's skip to the so this is the Asante Hene. Yeah, let's hear him speak.
Know the meanings carried by the symbols of their communities, and how many can interpret the proverb that once educated generation.
So you can hear he speaks English very well. This Asante. Oh yeah, but yeah, the English. That's why even I speak English. So yeah, but we speak Negro English in the when we go to the city because there they speak Negro English patois. Just like this Jamaican style, not really Jamaican or Guyanese, but it's similar. They use the same word but different accent. But anyways, man.
In ethics, responsibility, and social conduct, we cannot leave the answers to chance. Cultural preservation must become part of serious educational policy. Universities, traditional authorities, museums, families, churches, community institutions, and governments must work together to document endangered knowledge, record oral histories, preserve archives, and train younger generations to interpret their heritage. Technology must become an ally of cultural preservation. Our generation has tools that those before us could scarcely imagine, allowing voices that once existed only in human memory to be preserved.
These are all beautiful ideas, like they would say. But when you, it's like my video. Who you think is helping Caucasian attacking my videos? These same black Americans and Africans. So all these ideas are beautiful. As soon as one of these Caucasian want what you have, they will go to a Negro or a continental colonized African and tell them, go and attack him. Just like the black hunters. Gotta keep it real. That's why I do my shit. Lions walk alone, hyenas walk in groups, nigga. That's the real talk. Something that is great has no space for others to join him. That's why it's called great. Something that is big has no space for others to join him. That's why it's called big. Otherwise, it's not great or big. That's the real talk. Yeah.
Manuscripts to be digitized, historical photographs to be restored and archived, oral histories to be recorded, and endangered languages to be documented and taught across continents.
This is the standard music of so-called Africans. As soon as they play it, I recognize it immediately because we play this rhythm also. Also called African phenotypical people. They have a variation, almost exactly this. It's exactly the same rhythm.
Facts and things that, you know, meant stuff to our forefathers, right? That there is somebody that they can coordinate with, right?
Yeah.
Because, for example,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play this last small part and then leave it at that, man. This is the part where he's gonna come in. This guy, this same guy again, comes in and says, "Where are the artifacts of my people, of the Black Americans? Everything of these people, even if you." That's what I was saying. I'm making my videos here, and Negroes from the city of Paramaribo would come. It was even Dutch video, and that's what I was like 3 years ago, and I was saying, hey, there is citizenship for people who wants to go to Ghana, my people in Suriname from the jungle. If you wanna go, you go. Just like I was saying yesterday, man. If you wanna go, you go. You don't wanna go, it's up to you. But just know that this is happening. A Surinamese woman came to the channel, said, don't tell people that we are African, we are Surinamese. No, we are a different people. That yes, we have to become our own people now. We've been gone for too long, and it was. I know she was gonna go to. They sold us into. I was like, hey, stop, stop, stop. Negro talk, man. Negro talk. Alright? If they saw this Asante Hene, these city Negroes, they will go up to the Asante Hene. You sold us. Why did you sell us? So yeah, man. Whatever, man. Yeah. Let's hear this small part, and then I'ma leave it at that.
Tanzanian government, there's a whole bunch of, you know, remains of people and artifacts that were taken during colonialism. They weren't even artifacts during the time they were taken. They were actually belongings, but, you know, they're labeled as artifacts now in museums, right? So,
Hey, let me ask you a question.
No, you
what,
can't.
me a question?
Need to
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. What artifacts did the Ashantis take from the Black Americans?
Oh man, shut up, bro.
I don't think there was any black.
What artifacts? Hold on. What artifacts did our ancestors leave behind?
Now that you say that, isn't there black Americans that are of Ashanti descent?
Well, you go to ask the British.
This guy, what I was saying, they were speaking on something totally. That's why this African guy was like, shut up. Like, every time there is a program anywhere or a podcast where you can phone in, they speaking on African phenotypically stuff, Caribbean or whatever. There's people who look like African. These FBA so-called bug-broken Americans will phone in and then talk this kind of foolery. And then the so-called white supremacists or whomever with their bots will come in comment section, and you see they have no picture, and then they will support them. Yeah, Africans should not be in America. Go back to your country. And you see it's Russian bots or maybe even Dutch bots, because they are all part of this kind of stuff in the background to try to manipulate things for elections or whatever they think they do. Yeah, man. Because Suriname, they do it also. Pay people to phone into a show and cuss people out. In Suriname, they will pay someone and they will phone into a show and cuss out a politician or someone there to give them shame so they will lose election or whatever. So yeah, it's everywhere, man. They are thoughtless, man. They are just children in grown-up people's skin. That's how you have to come to view the world today, like Donald Trump stealing oil in the open. Nobody is saying anything. This Epstein stuff, nobody is going to jail. But those other so-called common people on the street, they are in jail. See what I'm saying? So the common guy on the street, they are in jail, but all these so-called big people, they commit a lot of crime and they just walk around like always. Don't kid yourself, real talk. Fix your own stuff, man. Build your own country. That's what, fix your house even, not even your country. Start with your house. That's a good beginning. Real talk, man.
Oh man, shut up, bro.
I don't think there was any black.
What artifacts? Hold on. What artifacts did our ancestors leave behind?
Now that you say that, isn't there black Americans that are of Ashanti descent?
Well, you go to ask the British.
But isn't there black Americans that are of Ashanti descent?
Listen. The artifacts, according to what Dinah's teaches.
This guy also comes up here and to this guy's channel and speaks on that the Americans founded Liberia and Sierra Leone and all those stuff. Those are Americans, but yeah, whatever, man.
Hey,
about
Harriet
us
Tubman,
coming from.
you know Harriet
Hold on.
Tubman's of Ashanti descent,
According
right?
to the host, his philosophy is our people came from Africa. So where is our artifacts?
Yeah, but you're Red Indian.
Well, hold on.
We didn't come here with.
So did you hear what the African said? You said you was not African, you were a red Indian from America. It's the same thing I was saying. If you say that you are not from Africa, mainland continent, how could you be a slave of the colonizer? Because and then ask for reparation. Because Africans were enslaved, not the Negroes or whatever name you wanna use, FBA, foundationally black Americans. When we were those and enslaved. Africans were enslaved, they said. That's what the whole reason why they said that my people look like Africans and probably taken from Africa or whatever they want to say there. So if somebody would claim anything, I could go and claim because I could even make the comment to court and say, listen, these people are the black hunters. These one are the 5 civilized tribes. They were fighting against my people together with you, the colonizer. I am the only one who is able to go out there and request anything if I would want to, but it's not even allowed in my culture. I don't do it. If other tribes want to do it, they have their own king and their own god and their own law. It's on them to do it. Real talk, man. Let's hear it and leave it at that.
Artifacts. Y'all kept our artifacts. According to the host, his philosophy is our people came from Africa. So where is our artifacts?
Yeah, but you're Red Indian.
Well, hold on.
We didn't come here with no artifacts. Y'all kept our artifacts.
You're Red Indian. You got
No, I'm going off what the host is teaching. The host teaches us that we are from Africa.
You're FBA.
So where are our artifacts?
You're FBA, bro. You're FBA.
I'm talking about what the host teaches. Dinah, do you not teach that our ancestors?
You see what I was saying? These people, they have nothing in their own house. That's why Tariq Nasheed, after 1 or 2 Black American videos, he has to go back to speaking about Jamaicans and Africans. Because they have no life there, no interesting topics. This guy now, man, you FBA, man, so that's what I was saying, like, you're not African, so don't use African attire, don't play African music, just play your music. No, man, I'm gonna use it anyway. No, you have no pride, man. Keep it real with yourself. Now, all of a sudden, he wants to be African to come and claim artifacts. Yeah. It is toddler. So these guys are thinking on a toddler level, man. Real talk. A small part and leave it, man.
Are from Africa.
No, we're talking about you, not a
Correct.
Therefore, our ancestors had something. Where is it?
You're Red Indian.
You talking about what the British got of yours? What do you got of ours?
What do you mean we have it? We got nothing of yours.
What do you got of ours? What did you steal from our ancestors?
We have nothing of yours.
So we had nothing.
When would this theft have taken place from your ancestors exactly?
Yeah,
like
you're ready.
According to the our great honorable host,
you don't come from Africa.
You do understand you share ancestors with us as well, right?
No. Comes from Africa,
bro.
This is what Dinah's been teaching us for over 15 years.
You said you're Red Indian.
So therefore, our ancestors have been robbed of artifacts.
But well, hold on.
Where are they?
And that's exactly why I was saying, how can Tariq Nasheed make Maroon movies? I'm not African, man. African is a phenotype, the way you look. Yeah. It doesn't mean you come from that place. That DNA test simply says these people across the ocean there have the same kind of DNA as you do. That's it. Coming from that place is a second story. That's the real talk. I'm gonna leave it at that. You've seen it, and yeah, man, later, man. You've seen it every story now, even if you have your podcast or whatever you're doing. Because that's why I turned off this comment section even. Because these broken Americans were coming there. Hey, man, why are you speaking on us, man? Don't speak on us, man. Blah, blah, blah. But you're making Maroon movies, stealing people's name and identity, stealing the Angola flag and all these things. Have you no shame? Oh no, you have no culture. Because culture is cultivation, upbringing. Since you had no upbringing, you have no culture. That is what they mean when they say you have no culture. You have no upbringing. Real talk. Laters, man.
It's always those watching you. Everything you have, they want to. They got their own but want your life too. They got their own but want your love too. Devil you are, I am giving you a clue. Devil you are for the things you do. The sadness I feel is only for you. Long time I thought thinking about who I'm on it, now you wanna come fight me too. Wanna come fight me too. Never thought it was you, but the mighty knows the truth. Seeing everything you do, they say man now you wanna come fight me too. Never thought it was you.
And you wanna fight me too? Disbelief cause I didn't know who. Never fuck what you want come do. I ain't shit but I still bust through. Niggas wanna hang on you like glue. The shit they see, niggas want to. Or just you. Some kills you on life in my case, I might try to.
Why try hold me back? Is it because I've got what you lack? What to do to get you off my back? You slept in my house, do you wanna attack? To find out now you wanna come fight me too. Never thought it was you, but the mighty knows true. Seeing everything you do, wanna come fight me too. Never thought it was you.
Laat ons chanten dan, laat ons praten dan. Schatje hou mijn hand, ik ben echt voor jou de man. Laat ons chanten dan, nee ik wacht echt niet lang. Ik heb zo een drang, schatje je bent echt zo spannend. Laat ons chanten dan, laat ons praten dan. Schatje hou mijn hand, ik ben echt voor jou de man. Laat ons chanten dan, nee ik wacht echt niet lang. Ik heb zo een drang, schatje je bent echt zo spannend. Want het hart verlang ligt zo op de tong. Dan praat je niet krom, je weet niet waarom. Vlinders in je buik, sexy pepa om de arm. Het draait allemaal om de stilo, ja de charme. Als je haar ziet, krijg je het gelijk weer warm. Ze loopt voorbij, deze laat je echt niet varen. Ze mag jouw tijd, verkwist een maanden, zelfs jaren. Maar we gaan samen elkaar een paar spelen, met elkaar snaren. Iedere kill die haar ziet, wilt haal steeds klarer. Tijd nog moeite sparen, daar tussen te varen. Samen liggen chillen, mijn handen tussen haar haren. En je weet het wel, tussen de brieven waren. Laat ons chanten dan, laat ons praten dan. Schatje hou mijn hand, ik ben echt voor jou de man. Laat ons chanten dan, nee ik wacht echt niet lang. Ik heb zo een drang, schatje je bent echt zo spannend. Laat ons chanten dan, laat ons praten dan. Schatje hou mijn hand, ik ben echt voor jou